Welcome back to another episode of Sub Hotlands Interviews with the Board of Directors. I'm your host, as always, the Outreach Director, Balin Tucker. Today I have Madam President Sydney with us. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Go ahead and just start off and introduce yourself. Your name, major, what year you are, and what you do here.
Okay, so I'm Sydney DuBois. I am president of Student Union Board, also known Madam Prez. I am a engineering management major, and I'm a junior right now.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take our first one. That is our garlic habanero sauce right here. Cheers. So how long have you been involved with Sub? When did you first get started?
So I started my sophomore year around Minorama. I was talked to, and I joined its marketing, and then within a semester, I basically became president.
Okay. So what was that time as marketing like as well?
Oh, it was super fun. I love marketing because this campus is not the easiest to market to, gonna be honest. People you have to give somebody a reason to get out. Because on this campus, I'll just stay home and play some video games. I don't need to go out on campus at all. So it was really fun finding the new different ways of getting people out on campus and seeing what worked and what didn't, and finding and making new merch and seeing what works on campus for that as well.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go and get to our next one. This is the caramel sauce and liftoff. All right. Cheers. So I guess tell me a little bit more about that transition from marketing to president. That seems like kind of intense jump to make very quickly, and maybe a little stressful to have to make that jump.
So it was very stressful, but it was a lot of, nobody else wants to do it, and I feel very passionately about the org, so I cared a lot. So I wanted to be able to keep the board functioning, even because we were at that upwards trajectory of doing better, because we had just had a year of seniors and nobody really wanted to do anything. So we had a lot of rollover for us to have to be working through, and that is not a good thing to have, a lot of rollover. So we had to work through that and kind of make it work and keep going.
Okay, yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into our third one here. One is the pickled garlic sauce. Don't worry, it's not hot yet. Yet. So in the role of president, you're going to be very involved with everything we do.
Oh, absolutely.
What's kind of been your favorite aspect of that, getting to see the different parts of things?
I like being the person that people can lean on and be the pivot person. If something's not going right, for Lollapalooza, we had 2 bands pull out maybe 3 days before the concert. I made about 6 different phone calls that night and still made that hour filled. And I figured it out. And I was able to help manage and facilitate a way for the concert to still run and still happen. And I feel like that happens for some events, and some of our bigger events, you have to have that middle person or secondary person to be able to be helping and doing and helping with everything.
Yeah. So you find yourself less on the planning side of things in general, but still pretty heavily involved with it. Even if you're not starting in the planning, starting the ball rolling, you're still there every step of the way.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm more like the manager of the team.
Right. Okay, so we'll get into number 4 here. This guy right here. This is definitely the best tasting one. We've said that every episode so far, and I think everyone agrees it is definitely the best one.
Okay.
Cheers.
You're right.
Yeah, right. It is the best one. So before joining Sub, and during your time on Sub, What were some of your favorite events that we've done? Some of your favorite things to check out and go to?
Some of the takeaway events are always fun. Comedians always do so well because who doesn't like to go get a laugh out of the day, even if you've had a really hard day? They're super easy going as well. I've never had a problem working with any of them. Comedians have always been fun. I love the concerts aspect because I am on. I help with the tech crew, and I'm one of the techs, so I get to do that technical aspect that I truly love doing all the time.
Yeah, I really like the comedians too. Planning Preacher Lawson was a lot of fun. Getting to hang out with him was super cool. Um, Comedians just kind of seem like less of divas than musicians do.
Sometimes,
They
absolutely.
tend to be a very easygoing crowd, and they're cool to work with because of it. So I always like messing with those guys.
As you're currently wearing some of the merch.
I am currently wearing one of Preacher's shirts. Cheer up.
Just so everybody knows, he is the person who got Preacher Lawson on campus.
All right. We'll get into our next one here. This is number 5, the Rojo sauce. We're starting to actually get into some heat here. All right. Ready? So on that technical side of things, how long have you been working with the Light and Sound crew and doing things for them?
So my freshman year, we were still merged with the Leach Theater. So we were all one big tech group. So I've been on it technically since freshman year because I was still available for those calls and could take them up. Now it is 2 separate things. So I am still both, but it's still really fun.
Okay. And what do you like often find yourself doing? You know, we have the concerts, but do you have something you prefer, like plays, productions, things like that?
Musicals are my sweet spot. I love a good musical. I've been doing them since high school, and I love running sound for them because I can be as OCD as I feel like, and I can be like, oh, I need all of these things, go through my script, be watching the show at the same time as I'm doing my script. It's really fun. Literally my favorite thing to do.
All right. We're going to go ahead and get to our next one here. Number 6, the volcano sauce. Oh, cat. All right. There we go. So, outside of sub, what do you find yourself involved with on campus? You know, some of your favorite things to do.
So I am a theater tech at Leach. I was PR for Stuco. I am currently the outreach chair for my sorority, DOL. What else am I in? Oh, I'm also in the band, and that's pretty fun. Yeah, that's about it right now.
Or is there anything that are you hoping to move up to like a president position in those as well? Or kind of, maybe stay more on that outreach marketing side of things?
So for my position in my sorority right now, it's a lot of just, hey, here's what's going on campus. And it's just a lot of that, which is pretty much perfect for me because I constantly have to know what's going on in campus because we don't want to overlap events and you have to kind of plan dates accordingly. And so I usually know everything and I can kind of plug sub in there a little bit extra. So that's really nice. For band, I want to be a section leader for my section, which is pretty much it.
What do you play?
I play piccolo and flute.
Okay. All right. We'll get into our next sauce here. This is the Butterfly Bakery Hot House Sauce. 7. So you're doing fine. It's only going to get intense right now. So.
Great.
So, I guess what are you planning on getting involved with, next semester, next year, as graduation? You're kind of at that halfway point or past the halfway point now,
right?
Of college. So what are you planning on doing kind of with the rest of it?
Just trying to survive a little bit.
Yeah,
this campus is very challenging, and being a student and working at the same time can be a lot because you have to still get all your homework done. You still have to go to your classes, but also there's a giant concert going on and you're like stressed out of your mind trying to make sure it happens still. So it's that work-life balance is a lot for me. And then I also, I have had internships with Caterpillar, so I'm hoping to continue that and keep that as a job.
All right, we'll go ahead and get to number 8 now. That's the bomb. She got the nuke on it. And look at the warning. I love the warning on the back. It cracks me up every time I look at it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. So as president, sub is about to have a lot of turnover. We have 2 people graduating this semester, 2 more in the next. What would you say to people who are interested in maybe wanting to step onto the board in a role or wanting to start working with us?
There's always a spot for everybody. It's not a huge time commitment unless you make it one. Oh my gosh. It's not a huge time commitment unless you make it one, and there's always a niche or a thing to make a spot for you. Like, your spot did not even exist before he came, and we were like, you were perfect for it, and we needed somebody to do more outreach, because before now we weren't really getting out there as much as we were and needing to, and so nobody really knew us. They just were like, oh yeah, you guys do something, right? Like, I don't know what you guys do, but you guys do something.
All right, awesome. All right, time for number 9.
Great.
Our Sicilian scorpion. This one's also pretty intimidating bottle. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. It's gonna sting you. So, what's been one of your favorite memories here on Sub? One of the things that you're like, this is why I'm still on the board. This is why I still want to go do stuff.
I'm going to say BOD meetings at 8 a.m. Like, it is the literal best way of starting the day. And I could not ever ask for anything better on Wednesday mornings, coming in with everybody and doing our thing, because it is literally so much fun, because it is chaos incarnate, but so controlled because we still do everything and got everything.
All right. Well, it's time for number 10, the last dab. It is an experience.
Are you checking to make sure I actually put some on?
Yes, I am. I'm going to make sure. That's probably enough.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to give you a second to think about this before we take a bite. But what do you think, and what would you say the mission statement of Sub is? Think about that, take a bite, and then you can answer.
Mission of Sub is really just to have a fun spot and community for students on campus to go to, because all we want to do is bring joy to the campus, which is not always easy because this campus is so hard and focused on school and education and nothing else. So it's nice to have that break in a day to be able to go, hey, there's a fun event going on. Let me go join that.
All right. Do you have anything else you'd like to say before we go ahead and close out?
No.
All right. Well, as always, I've been Subs Outreach Director Balin Tucker. Thanks for tuning in for another episode, and I hope to see you in the next one.